Question, man. Next question is this, man. Did you lose anyone while you did your 28 years? Did you lose any loved ones, or did you have any kind of losses, right? That kind of hit you hard while you was in there? And if so, how did you get through that being behind bars, if that happened? Did you lose anyone while you was in there?
Yeah. Grandpa passed away. One of my uncles passed away. And one of my little cousins passed away. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't too close with my grandpa, so it's my condolences. My uncle, me and him was cool. He had some mental health issues, but I always liked it, man. I fucked with it. That hit me when he died. But when my little cousin died, man, that hit me because I hadn't seen her since she was like 9 or 10 years old, and she was like 39. She died from stage 4 cancer, and I got to add this to the story. Now, I hadn't seen my family in 25 years. The only person I was in contact with was my mom. And my father. I say my father was a man been there since I was 12 years old. I'm saying I respect him to the fullest.
Right.
And them two, they basically held me down. But when my little cousin died, I had just come back into contact with my family. Because, when I first started doing my time, and my family wasn't, keeping in contact with me. So I was like, I was so hard. I actually wrote, my sisters were like, hey, y'all don't want to fuck with me? No, fuck y'all then, I don't want to see you again in my life, And I know that hurt them now, but I didn't know what things. I was still thinking about myself. So I was basically alone, man, So after 25 years, I had a change of heart, change my way of thinking, and I extended a hand of friendship, man, and made back contact with my people, man. And right when I came back in contact with my family, I found that my little cousin was dying from stage 4 cancer. And I just wanted to talk to her so bad, man, because I had just finally came into the realization of how much our absence, hurts our families, man, because, with us being the men of our families, we, in our rightful role and duty, we're supposed to be there as protectors and providers for our people, because when we're not there, we don't know what's going on, what guys is taking advantage of our daughters, our sisters, our mothers, the things that they're going through that we don't know about, that wouldn't be happening if our presence was there. And I was thinking about, things that I had done in the past, man, to hurt my family, man. I just wanted to talk to that girl before she died, just tell her that I had that realization now. So I kept telling everybody, I want to talk to Johanna. Her name is Johanna. I want to talk to her, man, before she passes away, man. And everybody was like, they took off the chemo, they given her morphine to ease the pain until she died. She's not coherent a lot. It's hard to get in contact with her. Then she lost so much weight, she don't want too many people to see her and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But I was adamant about it. I wanted to talk to my cousin before she passed away, man. It's like nobody make it happen, man. And, and during this time in my life, man, this was when I first had started coming in contact, man, with God, man, and started, God had finally, came into my life, man, and, because I was a guy that didn't believe in God. And I just wanted to talk to my cousin, so I went to God about it, and I prayed about it. I said, man, God, if any way you can make it possible, please let me talk to my cousin before she dies, man. And, I had a dream, and in the dream, I spoke with her, man. And when I woke up, I came to the day room, and the guy was on the phone. He just turned around, look at OG, you want to use the phone? I'm like, hell yeah. I got on the phone, I called my sister, hey, man, I want to put me on the phone with Johanna. She's like, hold on, let me see if I can. And lo and behold, here she is. She got on the phone. I'm like, hey, this is Jared. She's like, what's up? I was like, man, I want to apologize to you. She was like, for what? I know I say for not being the cousin that I should have been to you and your brother, you know. And I didn't know my duties to my family back then. But I know I'm not.
Right.
And me and her had a good conversation. And, you know, she told me, man, that you know, my words almost made her cry, man. You know, she called my sister back later on, and my sister told me that she was just crying, man, and told her that, you know, she had been through a lot, man. But hearing those words from me, man, really made her feel a whole lot better, man. You know, it brought some healing to me too, man.
Yeah, gave her like your shirt say, man. You used your superpower and gave her some peace, man. The most thing that people want in a time of transition is to be comfort. So, but we don't realize that when we thugging. Listen, boys and girls, you're not understanding what you're giving up when you putting that pistol to work, when you selling that dope, when you willing to go take that chance and give your time and your energy to the white man for so long, right? Appears. You don't know what you actually miss. You don't understand the experiences and the void that's created not only in the world, but in your family's life by you not being there. So we asked that question to this brother and all the brothers that come on here, so y'all kind of understand that it's a multi-dimensional struggle that we are dealing with, because facts, all three of us admit that we did wrong. All three of us admit that we put ourselves in this place, but that still doesn't comfort us when we come to the realization that we are losing people, right? And we can't help them. So I'm glad you was able to share that story, man. I'm glad God bless you to be able to talk with your loved one, right? And again, just letting the people know that it's real. And that's one of the pain he dealt with, I dealt with, Hollywood dealt with, that keep us from going back to them to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice, man. So appreciate you sharing that story with us, man. Hollywood, you want to add anything, or you want to go to the next question?
I like to say this, man. Like I always say, man, it's real life, people real life story, man. This is a real story coming from a real person with real tears, man. And I like to say, man, that this is expensive pain, man. We give up a lot, man. You know, people don't understand when they're in their own self-mind and they own their own self-lane, not realizing that once you get caught, it's over, man. It's over. You traded in money for time. And once you're in there, that money is no value to you, man. You can only spend the same thing in commissary as the next man to you, regardless. So, man, y'all understand that this shit is real, man. This is real life people with real life story, man. You can't get that shit nowhere else, man.
Nowhere else.